focus, bhai.
So today we are here to present a review on
Yes.
It all started on April 17, 2011, and 6 years later, Game of Thrones has become a worldwide phenomenon. And season 7 is here, and we are here to review its episode 1, Dragonstone.
And it all started with a bang. We see Arya Stark murdering all of the House Frey, disguising as Walder Frey. Now, what's your reaction on this?
That was such a cool scene, because like half of the moment you're like kind of confused, because we saw in the season 6 finale Arya murdering, slitting his throat in the finale, and now you see him talking and you're all confused why is the scene being repeated, and then you realize when they all start choking on the wine,
when actually Walder Frey starts to tell everyone that we invited some guests
about the Starks,
the Starks.
Such a cool scene to start, and it was a really brutal way to start also, because she's still a child.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, she has gone through so much. We have seen her gone through so much, but she's still a child. And that last line, man, I mean, it beats all. Such a cool way to start it. And after that, one of the most visually striking scenes in the premiere episode was the entry of the Night King. The camera is still, and Game of Thrones does it actually quite well. Many of the major epic scenes in the series is just one static camera angle, and things building up and happening slowly, and it was done so well.
For me, the most striking, visually effective scene was when Daenerys actually reaches the castle of Stannis Baratheon.
Dragonstone.
Dragonstone, For me, that was the most visually striking. This was number 2.
I mean, this episode overall felt kind of a filler. Episode. It wasn't one of those, like the Game of Thrones episodes to remember or to keep in mind.
Like, for example, that Ed Sheeran cameo was too forced.
Guys, like the guy is a good singer. I love him too. But the thing is, it felt forced. His singing and that conversation, I kept thinking about it even after we were done watching. I couldn't find one thing that was like, okay, maybe this was the reason why this entire thing was shot.
And there is another scene in which Brandon Stark actually comes towards the wall, and the man of Jon Snow actually opens the door. And the scene actually led to nowhere.
It was one of those classic Game of Thrones scenes that actually leads to nowhere. You have to wait at least 2-3 hours to get to that point where you can have that thing, it's finally done.
For me, there is another scene in this episode. Citadel, Old Town. And it's the best comedy scene I have ever seen in any Game of Thrones episode.
It was pretty fun.
Samuel Tarly was actually cooking, cleaning the potty, cleaning the utensils,
and the way they have edited it,
it's superb.
It is something 30 to 40 seconds of a scene, and
more than that.
More than that. When it starts, you're like, okay, and then it keeps going on, and the editing keeps getting like rapid. Like if you know Edgar Wright or his movies like Shaun of the Dead. It is that kind of editing. It was done so well. It was very funny.
It was very fast actually.
And actually it was kind of refreshing seeing that entire Old Town portion, because it looks like something important is going to come out of that in the Game of Thrones storyline.
And we actually see a very important revelation in that scene, that there is some hidden mountain
made of dragon glass,
and it is going to be pretty important in defeating,
which is actually
and it's pretty good,
situated right at the site of Dragonstone, where our very own Khaleesi arrives at the end of the episode. And talking about revelations, we also have scenes at King's Landing. I mean, the scenes between Cersei, which he lovingly calls Cersei, because she always keeps drinking, So I really like that conversation between Cersei and Jaime, because it kind of lend a very simple perspective to the entire thing. Because it is very confusing who is after what, who is
actually
coming from where.
She in short, made a whole map.
Yeah.
Of which character,
literally,
which position.
There's a huge map literally made on the.
Yeah, and she actually names every character in some abusive word like.
Yeah. That is one abusive woman. Let me tell you, like, auntie next door is nothing. Believe me, like any auntie next door is.
Which auntie next door?
Cersei auntie is the most abusive auntie I've ever seen in my life, and that scene confirms it.
And believe me, she looked awesome in 300.
And the chemistry between Cersei and Jaime is as good as ever. Because without that, the scenes between them wouldn't have that weight or that intensity.
Yeah, definitely. And talking about brother-sister duo, I can definitely tell you that at Winterfell, I saw the similar kind of chemistry between Jon Snow and Sansa Stark. In front of men, Jon Snow was actually... his man. Jon Snow was actually a very rigid kind of person. That this is my kingdom and this is my final...
He had that kind of authority, because when like Sansa tried to defy him there, he was like, this is my final decision, you won't interrupt me.
And as soon as they both come out of the hall, they both are like normal siblings. Like, क्यों टोकती है तू मुझे बीच में? बोलने क्यों नहीं देती है मुझे?
I really like that thing because it really lends, so much layer to the character, that these are like, they do have that epic and dramatized scenes, but they also have that very normal, common family like scene, because after all, this show is about families, and Stark is one of those families. And also, we can't end this review without saying we also get to see the three dragons, जिनको हमने बच्चे से बड़ा होता देखा, those 3 CGI monsters, and in that epic last scene when she goes to sit on the throne.
And we actually can proudly say that we both know the names of those.
The
Drogon, Carlton, and
Hubasu.
These are the 3 actual names of those 3 dragons. No. I think these are. We actually have to check from our sources because we do not know.
That is not the name of the dragons. I'm sorry. Hubasu, what the hell, man? So coming on to our final thoughts. What did you think?
For me, I think apart from Ed Sheeran scene, every filler scene had some amount of significance in the episode, because those scenes actually told us that where each person actually was. Like, we actually got to know where Sir Clegane is and where Brandon Stark right now is. And for me it was above okay episode. It was not very good, but it was fine, decent.
I think I land on the similar notes. It was a good episode, not a great Game of Thrones. It was calm and exciting at the same time, and more of it it sets up exciting events for the future, which is, I think, this is one thing we all look forward in Game of Thrones. And this season is going to be short. It is just 8 episodes. So you can look forward, things picking up really, really fast in the coming episodes. And you can be sure we will be there to review them. Catch you later.
Bye. ऐसे करना है क्या?
ऐसे. Bye.
Bye.
North remembers.